Hi, this is Mark Prosser, and it's my privilege to be able to tell you a little bit about Numis and why I believe Numis has the capacity to change the lives of ordinary people. It's a set of tools which are so simple to use that so long as your mind, like a parachute, is open and capable of working with clarity, then I guarantee to you that if you can pick up on the information I'm going to give you today, then Numis is life-changing. Right now we live in very difficult times. Every single one of us is hurting. Real incomes are shrinking. No employer owes us any debt of allegiance. No pension fund has the financial capacity to support us later on in life. We have to take control. That is a fact. And we have to do it now while we've got the energy, the determination, and the desire. You see, things out there are changing. As a consequence of those changes, this is the impact that is having on families here in the United Kingdom, and I guarantee to you, in most other places in the world. This is frightening. This is a report that states categorically that 1 in 3 UK households has less than £250 in accessible savings. This report also states that 1/5 of all households have no savings at all. Now, this is frightening stuff, and there's a reason for it, and I'm going to explain the reason to you. What I also want you to see is what's been happening recently with regard to silver in global markets. The American Mint earlier this year ran out of silver because the demand for silver coins had exploded, because consumers in America could see that because of the economy, paper money is ceasing to have any real value. It is just paper. And we need to pick up on this. In the Daily Telegraph in this country, again, we've got predictions now that silver will go up in value over the next 3, 4, 5 years up to $165 an ounce from just $32 an ounce right now. Now, we cannot ignore this information. This information we need to react to, and we need to act upon it, and we need to make a decision that we are going to take full advantage. Let me tell you, the wealthy are already doing it. The rest of us just need to follow their lead instead of blindly following the lead of those around us, people doing what everyone else does, which always leads to this entrapment into a life of mediocrity with the guaranteed outcome of retirement in penury. So this isn't hypothesis, this is reality. We're all sick and fed up of feeling sick and fed up. We're all sick and fed up of being undervalued in the workplace, overworked and underpaid. But if we keep just blindly doing what we've traditionally done, then nothing is going to change. We need to make a decision to take control. Governments are not going to do it for us, and we need to take responsibility, and we need to take that responsibility now. Ordinary people need to stand up and be counted. Whenever things are going wrong and ordinary people have felt oppressed, this is the time that people come together and start helping each other to manifest change. And that's what we're doing at Numis. The tragedy is that the majority of us have been taught and trained for generation after generation after generation to go out into the workplace at age 16, 18, 20 and work really, really hard. Inevitably, when you work really, really hard for someone else, it's always the someone else that makes the money. And it takes a while for that to dawn on us. When we're 25, 26, 27, and we've got our income for the very first time, it's easy to feel rich. But then reality kicks in. The rental bills, the tax bills, the cost of keeping up with the Joneses means that we become very, very good at eking out an existence with a budget that runs out before the end of the month. And that means that after 30, 40, 50 years of hard work, traditionally people get to the autumn of their lives looking back with regret, thinking to themselves, where has all that time gone? Now, we have to make a decision at some point that we want to break out of this consensus trap. The only people who benefit from this is the people we work for. Now, I never disagree with working for someone else. I think that's a great concept. So long as you realise when you work for someone else, it's to provide the roof over our heads, it's to provide the food on our table, to allow us in those hours outside work to start building for our own futures, working full-time on our job, but part-time on our fortune. And that's when Numis comes in, because it's just a better plan. You see, this plan that we are all following blindly needs to be questioned at some times. Wait a minute, something feels wrong. We have to stand up, we have to say no more, and we have to start doing things differently. Now, this might seem oversimplistic, but this is the reality. You imagine if you were driving home one evening and you saw in a field a truck full of silver and a great big sign saying, come and help yourself. You can have as much as you want. Well, what would you do? Would you just ignore it? Of course not. You'd load up your car with as much as you possibly could, and you'd be frustrated you couldn't get more, and you'd be worried that if you drove off, someone else would find it. So you'd very probably pick up the phone and you'd phone your best friends, you'd phone your family, and you'd say, come and load up with free silver. Well, this is what we do at Numis. I know conceptually it seems strange because you're used to working for a living, exchanging an hour of your life for money. And the problem, as I've said, with doing that is at some point you run out of time and therefore by default you run out of money. Now we all know how valuable silver is. Now what a wonderful opportunity where we can begin to collect silver for free every single month. And we can do that in Numis. But like I said, you need to open your mind to the possibility. This is real. It's happening now, and we have a system that is so simple that anyone can follow it. Look, this life plan that means we work 45 years is what everyone else does. We've all bought into it. We all know that 45 years down the line, we end up in relative terms in poverty, but we all do it. Why? We're allowed to make a decision that that is not a good plan. And it's not a good plan. The Numis plan is a far better plan and will definitely change the outcome of your life. Now, how does this all work? Well, it's actually really, really simple. So all we do in Numis is we recommend, we refer people to a really good idea, which is starting to build for ourselves a legacy of true value. Now remember, I showed you something from the Daily Telegraph telling you how little people have in accumulated savings, how they're right on the verge, effectively, of bankruptcy. And so with Numis, if somebody does nothing more than exchange £100 of paper money each month for £100 of solid silver, then 10 years from now, they're actually going to have something of real tangible value. If we can then recommend that, which is obviously a brilliant idea, and we can share that with a few other people, teach a few other people not to end up later on in life looking back with regret, then we can get coins sent to us every single month for free and get paid for recommending the Numis autopilot precious metals savings club. And that's the only thing that we do in Numis. We recommend a really good idea. We promote it. It's about promoting a brilliant concept. It's about embracing a few simple tools and giving people the opportunity to get silver every day for free just by referring our $10 million silver giveaway website. We all get one of these pages when we get started. We refer people to it. We give them a call. We follow them up. We thank you for registering. We send them some free silver. And that's a great way to get people excited, because let me tell you, it's not often somebody offers you silver for free and you teach them how to follow the simple process that will guide you, mentor you and coach you on how to follow. When you've referred 3 people to Numis, then you automatically start to receive your silver coin from Numis every single month for free. Now the magic starts to happen. You've done something which makes sense anyway. If we don't start hoarding something, if we don't start building a legacy for the future now, we will have nothing 10 years from now. We'll have nothing 20 years from now. But if we just get started doing what is patently sensible and teaching other people how to do the same, then you'll see how mathematics starts to create viral growth. We've all seen it with viral emails, viral videos. And as our organisation starts to grow, more people join the revolution, start creating for themselves legacies, start to become part of the Numis fraternity. And as we start to expand the turnover base by introducing people to the Numis Silver Premier Club, we'll start to receive royalties. Now, these royalties are just the sort of royalties that an author gets. They're the sort of royalties somebody who writes a piece of music gets. We build something now and we get paid for the rest of our lives. Can you see what a better plan that is, rather than the plan that says we work 45 years of our life and then end up in penury? We're doing something now a bit like the farmer does, where he tills his land, he sows his seed, he looks after his crops, and down the line he reaps his harvest. And that's what we do with Numis. And you get everything when you join Numis. You get all of your marketing websites, you get an infomercial that you can promote, you get an online shop. The company funds a $10 million silver giveaway site to help you to promote the Numis business. The company has produced these brilliant little cards which actually have a piece of solid silver built into them, so that you can introduce people to the concept of giving silver away for free. And remember, I said when you start a business, so often starting a business can seem really, really difficult, challenging, and probably requires an awful lot of investment capital. That's not the case with Numis. This is a business for the ordinary person, remember, to achieve the extraordinary. Therefore, it needs to be something that any one of us can do, whether we be a mum just at home with our kids. Can you get on Facebook? There's 1 billion people on Facebook. We can teach you how to communicate with those people and share a brilliant idea with them. And all of us can get started for, as I said, pocket money. Right now, we can get started in Numis for just 119 US dollars or 109 Great British pounds. That is ridiculous, because when we get started with Numis, not only do we get the whole franchise system, the online shop, the infomercial, the contact management system, everything you need, total training, support, fraternity, fun, friendship, we get all of this, total support and help. You're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. And we get all of this, look, for less than the cost of that iPhone. What other business in the world could you set up where you then not only have the right to run your own business, but remember I said you could share the business with other people. So you, a bit like McDonald's, can set up as many franchises as you want, wherever you want in the world pretty much, and you can expand your business over time to create incomes the like of which most of us cannot even comprehend. But you're right, we have to start small, think big, start small, think big, work hard and grow. Now, my suggestion to you is that you don't hang around. We have an opportunity here to be right ahead of the game when all of the trends are coming together. And I believe every single person out there right now should be saving. I believe that every person out there right now should be saying to themselves, paper money is going to go down in value and I need to change that for solid silver assets. Remember, silver is so important. And it's important you understand this. There is less silver on earth today than there is gold. Silver is going to rocket in value. So to have the opportunity to get involved now, right at the beginning of a business that is exploding globally, is an opportunity the like of which is only going to pass you by once or twice in a lifetime. So don't look back with regret 2-3 years from now and think to yourself, oh, I should have got started. What you need to do is join Numis today. Get back to the person who asked you to watch this video. Tell them that you're serious about building a better future for you and your family. Learn all about Numis. Learn about the system that we use. Have an incredible amount of fun working with some fantastic people. And I look forward to meeting you in due course on your Numis journey. This is Mark Prosser thanking you for your time.